Most riders believe they have a riding problem. They think something in the saddle isn't working. Their position won't stay consistent, their hands move, their balance shifts, and the assumption is that something about their riding is wrong. So they try to fix it there. They focus harder, they apply the instruction they've been given, then try to hold the correction for longer. And for a moment, it works. But then it disappears. And that's where the frustration comes in, because it feels inconsistent. It feels like something you should be able to control, but can't. The problem is, riding isn't actually where the issue starts. Riding is the output. It's the result your body produces based on the movement patterns it already has available. And that's a completely different way of looking at it. Because when you're in the saddle, you're not creating movement from scratch. You're expressing what your body already knows how to do. Your brain isn't thinking, what is the correct position here? It's selecting the most familiar and reliable pattern it has based on everything it's learned before. Your past riding, your posture, your physical habits, even how your body responds under pressure. So when something changes, the pace increases, the coordination demand goes up, your horse reacts, your system doesn't suddenly become more precise. It becomes more predictable. It defaults. And if the strongest pattern your body has is to grip, brace, collapse or shift, that's what will come through in your riding. Not because you're doing it wrong, but because that's the pattern that has been reinforced the most. This is why trying harder doesn't fix it. Because you're not dealing with a lack of effort, you're dealing with a learned system. And you can't override a system like that with concentration. You might be able to hold a correction briefly, but the moment your attention shifts or the demand increases, your body will return to what it knows best. That's why the same issues keep showing up, not randomly, but consistently. And it's also why simplifying riding more doesn't solve it. Because if every ride is being produced from the same underlying pattern, then all you're doing is repeating and reinforcing the same output. So the shift isn't to keep trying to fix what you see happening in the saddle, it's to start asking what's creating it. If your hands won't stay quiet, something underneath them isn't stable. If your position changes, your body is compensating somewhere to stay balanced. If your control disappears under pressure, your system doesn't yet have a pattern that can handle that level of demand. And until that changes, the riding won't change either. This is why I don't assess riders based on what it looks like in the saddle. I look at what their body is doing underneath it. Because once you understand the movement patterns your body is relying on, you can change them. And when you change the pattern, the output changes automatically. That's when riding starts to feel consistent. Not because you're trying harder, but because your body is actually capable of producing what you're asking for. If you want to understand how I assess that and what I look for in riders, I put together a free video where I break it down step by step. You can sign up using the link below.